What's up, fellow cunts?
Wait, are we even allowed to say that?
This is See You Next Thursday.
Spinning in circles, that's so cliche, yeah.
So we just got the flare that we're good to go. So
Yes.
welcome.
No, they're not extensions. They're real.
No, Scott's changed a lot. Welcome
For,
back to Cut.
Can we start that over again?
Why?
I just feel like
We weren't.
should we just roll with it?
I don't know. I think that we were good. I think
Okay.
it was fine.
We're fine.
We're fine.
Um,
We haven't done this in a little bit.
I know we
Let's
went away again.
let's address the elephant in the room. We left.
We left and we wanted a break from the spotlight.
We wanted to be honest with you guys, but we didn't know how. But now we're here sipping on. Scout, what are you sipping on?
I'm sipping on a mocktail. I have sparkling ice orange mango
I have
with
just...
I wasn't finished.
Oh,
but,
okay.
I put a little bit of grapefruit seltzer in it as well.
Okay.
We have a special guest.
Are you done? Are you done talking about
I'm
what you're drinking?
This is the perfect podcast for those with ADD.
Yeah, no, we're just
just
jumping all over the place. I am just drinking a LaCroix lime seltzer. And why are we doing that?
I'm chewing on ice right now.
Scout's chew. I was saying that we should do an ASMR one, and it could just be like...
It'll just be us chewing
It
on
could
ice.
just be me going, and Scout eating ice.
Yeah, so we're doing this because our mom took a tumble in the Super Bowl.
I didn't know that we were talking about that, but yeah.
My mom hit her bottom. Literally, she
my
hit bottom.
mom celebrated the Super Bowl. Our mom celebrated the Super Bowl a little too hard, a little too much beer, and she
Because wine.
oh, and she
She took a little spill.
took a little spill.
And
We
after
caught-
that, she
yeah.
said, "I'm done." You know,
Yeah.
and she's been doing really good. Her skin is glowing. Mama
skin
looks
is glowing.
radiant. I feel like her
Mama
hair
looks
is shinier.
great, yeah.
I mean,
and I started doing it with her, so we just hit a month on Sunday.
and I just don't really drink often.
Scout's like, we're on this journey together.
Yeah, like when I do drink, I drink to black out. But like I don't just
that seems like a problem in itself.
I don't just like come home and be like, oh, like I want a glass of wine. I'm like, if anything, like I want to take like an edible. Oh my god, I just hit my dog in the face.
So Scout has Gidget,
Oh
our
my
little
God,
Yorkie.
I just crossed my
next to
legs
her.
and she got a little bit of a Gidget.
She's strong. She's used
She
to
is.
it.
You know,
She's
she
not
has
used to it
Gidget.
in the sense that we
Yeah.
hit her, but she's
She. We're off to a great start.
Yeah.
No, she has a big brother who, a little big brother, and he just does not treat her any different. And I think she loves that about him.
yeah.
You know,
yeah.
they-
The other day he trampled her. She
Her.
She loved it.
She flipped upside down, and she got up, and she was shaking, and she shook it off.
She was
though.
shaking with happiness.
Yeah, she's like, this is so much fun. I just bought my microphone. So, all right, well, let's get into it.
Yeah.
Welcome, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. This whole sobriety thing, my mom is glowing. She's glowing. She looks radiant. She's it.
She's always been it, but she's
got
even more
it right now.
Queen
And
Mary.
I, on the other hand, have taken a turn for the worst. I feel like
This is like my hair is falling out.
yeah, my hair looks terrible. My skin is like just not
But
it.
you've had
I mean,
well-
I'm on birth control now.
surprise.
I'm on surprise. Yeah, I started birth control like 3 months ago.
That's why she had to go away for.
Yeah, that's why I had to go away. I had to
take care of something.
I had to take care of something. No, I just started birth control, and it's made my skin like break out and all this stuff. And I thought that not drinking would be the cure, right?
Right, naturally.
We all think, like, I'm not gonna lie, I went into this being like, I'm going to lose like 20 pounds. I'm going to be just like, nobody's gonna recognize me. That's why I went away for a little bit. I was like, nobody's gonna
Change up.
recognize me like when I come back. The truth is, folks, it's bleak.
But again, I think because Mama is proof, like she looks glowing. She's glowing.
I think
and
because we have different, like, I mean, Mama is like 63, I'm 22. Like, our bodies are at different stages. Maybe that's happening. I don't know.
yeah,
but
your
like,
body's like, we need the alcohol.
yeah, my body's like, we're supposed to be getting crunk. But yeah, I think that I'm gonna break soon, though. Honestly, like, I think that I've done it. But my next thing, was like sober for 2 weeks, completely sober, and then like I started just taking gummies and smoking weed again. I think that I'm just gonna stop
Like altogether.
altogether.
Well, that's what I've been doing because I'm on the antidepressant roller coaster. Trying to figure out what works, and I'm like, I feel like I shouldn't mix.
Yeah. So, but I think that I'm gonna start like my boyfriend's coming this weekend, and I think that I'm gonna just like have a glass of wine or do something.
Do you want to talk about it?
The rumors
The
are
rumors
true.
are true.
The rumors are true. I'm off the market, and you know, everybody's really like sad, you know, because it's like they can't get me anymore. I still have my, what did Maddie call them last night? Munchers or munchies? The people that like her stories.
Oh.
Yeah, like people that like, there are still people out there. I still have my fans. I still have people who will like my stories when I look gorge and like DM me like, you know, you look pretty.
Mm-hmm.
But they can't have me because I.
And you can't like. Do you respond?
No, I don't respond. I'll usually just like it.
I just like send them a nude and send them on their way.
I'll usually just say, "Where do you want to meet up?"
All right, we gonna do this or not?
Somebody's like, "You look pretty today." I'm like, "I'm not showing you my tits." All right.
I was 18, we were in New Hampshire, and like this father in a minivan with like his like 3 kids is like, "Hey, do you know where the entrance is?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I think it's over there." And I'm like walking, I'm like, "Fucking perv." Like,
she walked up to us, she was like, "I'm just so like annoyed."
I'm like, he's
men
like
just hit
dying
on
to
me.
fuck me.
Yeah. But yeah, so now I'm off the market, and tomorrow it'll be officially 3 months. And, you know.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I don't think that makes sense.
What do you mean?
Because the Super Bowl was only last month. You mean 3 weeks?
No, I'm saying, like, dating my boyfriend. Scout.
I forgot that we weren't talking about
Sobriety.
No, we were talking about my boyfriend.
Oh my god. Wait, I'm
We got a little confused.
Alright, I'm sorry. This is non-alcoholic, but it's still getting me there.
Still getting you there. No, yeah. 3 months of dating my boyfriend.
Do you like it? Well, I'm not gonna say the
love
L-bomb.
it.
Do you like him?
No, we haven't said the L word. I watch gay as fuck. The L word. No,
That's an Office quote, by the way.
That's an Office quote. Shout out Michael Scott. I like it. We haven't said the L word. I like it a lot. It's great. He's great. We work well together. He just got back from Belize.
Got a wicked sunburn.
Yeah, he's got a wicked sunburn. He's my little Belizean baby. Except he's not Belizean.
I don't think that's.
But he's really cool, and I like him a lot. And now I'm off the market, and I just wanted everybody to know that. So yeah, but mentioning Belize, it's an island. People vacation there. What's another island where people vacation?
The Bahamas.
Did anybody go there?
No. Me and Zach went to the Bahamas. He surprised me for our 1-year anniversary with a trip to the Bahamas. I was like, this is so crazy. And it was really cool. We went to Nassau for 3 nights, and we didn't know, like, so for Nassau we just booked an Airbnb, and we're like, okay, like, this seems fine. Our next door neighbor was the prime minister and like the British ambassador. We were in like, and then like the guy, one of our tour guides, dropped us off, and he's like, folks, like, this is where the prime minister lives, blah blah blah. And he's like, and he dropped us off. I was like, yeah, it's like, you heard that right, this is where we're staying, you know. I was like, these crazy kids. We just had a room in this mansion, but still, it was a mansion. And like,
Wait, he lived in
the guy lived there with, like, he was like some wealthy tycoon. He owned like
the prime minister?
No, we didn't stay in the prime minister's
Okay,
house.
that's why
Tess.
I was confused. I was like,
He's a neighbor.
okay.
We're just like chilling with the prime minister.
No, I was like, does he have like an
well, in the
Airbnb?
Bahamas, the prime minister is like their president. Like, that's like their kind of top.
He's OG.
He's the OG. But no, the guy who owned it, he lived there with his children, and like they were kind of noisy sometimes. We'd be like asleep and I'd hear these kids and I'm like, you rotten kids. But that's not really the best part of the vacation. No, so we did this excursion and we got to fly in a tiny plane. There was one point we went through some like rocky weather to get to Exuma Island, and like it was cloudy, it was windy, and I literally kind of was just like, this is how it ends. Like I was like, we're going down. But no, we made it, and
there's always a sense of calm when I'm on a flight and there's turbulence. Like I'm like,
you're like,
if it ends, it ends.
Yeah. You just like, I mean, if the flight attendants
the flight attendants are fine, I'm fine.
Like, yeah, you you're my rock, the flight attendant. But so we get there, we took a little boat to Pig Beach. No, first we went to this cave where they shot James Bond. And it was insane. We went in the cave and it literally was like being in an aquarium. Like there were just fish everywhere. And then after that, I was kind of like, could we not have done this last? Because I had blown my hair out for pictures. And we went to Pig Beach right after and it was like, motherfucker. But Pig Beach, that was like, since I was little, that was like on my bucket list. I'm like, I want to go to Pig Beach. I want to swim with the pigs. And we did. We went. There was a little baby pig. I felt so bad. Everybody just wanted to hold him. I was like, this poor little pig.
He's just getting tossed
He's
around.
just like, I'm not about it anymore. But we did that. Then we went to Iguana Island. It was literally just beach. All these iguanas just chilling there. Couldn't pick them up. What
was the highlight?
The highlight?
I'm not sure there was one.
Oh, well, Zach and I, and then when we went from Nassau to Freeport, and oh yeah, we did jet skiing, which was super fun. I like to go really fast. And then Zach was like, "How are you staying on?" I was like, "My thigh muscles." Like I have such strong thighs. I was like gripping the jet ski, and then we went snorkeling, and we went like way out and.
Our dog
barking.
is
He's like, Gidget probably stole his toy.
yeah.
She likes to like mess with him. But we saw 3 barracudas, and then we saw a nurse shark. Oh yeah, we swam with nurse sharks, which was cool. Zach and I are like, we're like booping them in the nose. We're like, meow. And then like after the fact, this other person like he's like, oh no, never put your fingers there. They can take your fingers out.
Wait,
like,
are they called nurse sharks or nursery sharks?
I didn't know if they were.
Because Brandon was calling them nursery sharks, and I kept on being like, they're nurse sharks.
I called them Nerf sharks.
Yeah.
I kind of just say it in a way that like could go either way. I'm like nurse sharks.
Yeah.
So yeah, we did that. It was insane. It was amazing, and like I just can't describe like the water there, the crystal clear like teal water. Like it's just no words, Oh, conch. Zach ate a lot of conch. We were driving. Our driver's like, no conch for you. We'll get back to why. And I'm like, what do you mean? Why? And he's like, conch makes babies. I was like, oh. I'm like, well, that was your last conch, Zach. We are like, no more conch for you. But yeah, no, the Bahamas, 10 out of 10 recommend. It was amazing. I loved it. The people were so friendly there. Oh my God, the stray cats. So the first night there, Zach and I got into a little tiff the first night at Freeport because we got into a little tiff about the room.
There was a room argument.
There was a bit of a room argument. And we'll leave it at that. But anyway, so I'm like, I'm going to the hot tub. And I like went, and there was this cat, and she kept falling. The stray animals there, it's heartbreaking how many stray, like they call them pot cakes, which is like a super cute name. But the locals take care of them well, though. Like the strays, they all are fed. Our hotel even would leave out like bowls of food for the cats. But there was this one cat, and like she was so friendly. She literally just kept following me, and like she like led me to the hot tub. I like didn't know where it was. She like
She's
led
like,
me
you
there.
need to relax.
She's like, yeah. And so I'm just sitting there like topless in the hot tub, and like this kitty's
Were
just...
you allowed to be topless?
No. But it was nighttime.
That's awesome.
And then one of the security guards was there, and I just like so I'm walking and just like sank down. I'm like, cover the titties, cover the tits. But Yeah, and then this cat, but then so she was so friendly, and then like we see her again, and she's like hissing at me. I tried to show Zach like this is my cat friend, and then like then like we see her again, and she's all friendly, and then on the last day, this woman's like, yeah, she's got like a twin sister. I was like, oh, the evil twin.
Yeah.
So kind of a twist, kind of a crazy story there. Oh my God!
Is it actually
then
her twin sister?
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking
Yeah.
like,
They're
do
two
animals have?
well, not I mean identical. They're certainly not identical. No, but,
No, that's
they're
what
they're
I'm-
close. They're
That's what I'm thinking. Like, do animals have twins? Like twin,
Well, very close.
like fraternal, like. I
I
don't know
mean,
if
they're
that's-
from the same litter, clearly.
Okay.
But she looks like her, so I'm calling her her twin sister.
Okay.
There was this time I really wanted a coconut, and like this little boy, I'm like, they told me there was a coconut stand, and I like walked all the way there, and there was no coconut, and one of the taxi drivers was like, "You're making me want to climb in a tree and get you one," and so he like he like calls over this little boy, and he says to him like, "Go get her a coconut," and the little kid's like, "Come with me, ma'am," and I'm like, okay, like, and I get there and like he's like gesturing for me to like lock my hands here. They're like, "Oh, you need a boost." I like put my hand, I give him a boost. He climbs up in the tree, grabs me a coconut, and then the taxi driver had a knife and they opened the coconut for me.
Did you pay the little boy?
Yeah.
She was by herself during this.
But he, and then he kept like we were at a fish fry, and like he kept coming over to like clear plates and stuff to like get tips. So Zach gave him like a really good tip. But yeah, he went up there. He got us the coconuts.
Zach's like 15%.
It was free. Distraction.
No, but yeah.
Talking about
So
the pool at the resort and the swimming bar.
oh yeah, there was a swimming bar. There was a grotto. It was a great trip. There was a water slide. That's right. Yep. Zach and I went on the water slide. We did it all. We did it all.
Yeah, it sounds like a fun.
It was a great trip.
Sounds like a good one,
lot
you
of fun.
guys.
Good times.
Oh wait, and not the Virgin, but tell them how like we went way too deep while snorkeling and we thought
Oh
we
yeah.
would die.
No, we went out.
The turtles.
Yeah, there were sea turtles everywhere too. We went out like super far, like
It's
snorkeling.
ocean.
Like we went in the drop off where it turned to be like it went from like 5 feet to like 50 feet. It was so pretty though. I felt like in Nemo when they like go touch the butt.
Go touch the butt.
Yeah.
Were people around you? Like, were other
No,
people
we
there?
were like literally the only ones. It was I think they called it Dead Man's Bay, which like no.
Where'd it get the name?
At the end of the day, the waves were like crazy. Me and Scott were like dying.
Yeah, we were like way out there, and the tide picked up it, and the waves got like really choppy, and like I was out there with my mermaid tail because like naturally I wanted video of me with animals,
Yeah.
and I'm like I'm not gonna make it back to shore.
Dude, it was so, and the tide was against us, so we were swimming for like an hour just trying to get back because it's pushing us back. We had like non-stop swim.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was nuts. But
What a nightmare.
when no, yeah, it was a great trip. Again, 10 out of 10. Recommend. Go to the Bahamas.
Go to the Bahamas. Why aren't people going to the Bahamas?
Why aren't people going to the Bahamas? Just go to the Bahamas.
Just go. It's so easy. That sounds like such a fun time, you guys.
It was great.
That's awesome.
Just like
Did you guys ever talk about reuniting with Kesha on the podcast yet?
not yet.
Did we?
We have some topics like already.
Oh,
Like,
Yeah.
like
We're gonna just look at our topics.
we're
real
gonna
quick.
look at our cheat sheet because we had to make a little outline. We had to make a little outline.
Oh, I had a work incident.
Oh,
I had a work incident.
Yep.
So we're gonna. We're
for
not
those who
gonna,
don't know, Tess is
we're-
an event planner.
Yeah, we're not gonna name names in this story, but so I put on. It's not a big deal.
I was nominated.
Over 600 people there. Anyway.
I was nominated. We're gonna skip over that.
And yeah, Scout was nominated.
No, it's not nepotism.
and it's just when you're an event planner, right? There's so much going on.
People are gonna
This
hate.
was scheduled. This person.
I already gave it away.
I know. I feel like I'm saying.
I want to
too
like
much
name
already.
name. No, you're not.
This person was set to perform at a certain time.
They like begged you to perform too.
They also reached out to perform. And then they're late. And they're late. and they're late. It put us like 20
And
minutes
then
behind
not
schedule.
only-
And then, so they're backstage. They're drinking, all right? They're drinking a lot.
Mhm.
And then they finally get on stage and they say the place where I work. Fuck, dude. This is so hard. They say the place that I work, my company, they say, blank can kiss my ass, but this is a
And
fun
then they
party.
say, fuck blank.
And I'm just like, that's an odd thing to say when you reached out to perform, but whatever. Then they refused to perform, and I'm just like, because they didn't like the sound.
They literally get on like, and we're sitting in the audience. We were sitting with Barbara Morris, who's a anchor for Channel 10. She's queen.
She's queen.
And then we're sitting with Billy Gilman, who is
The Voice, and he's Grammy nominated. He's
iconic.
a sweetheart.
And he's sitting with his fiance, and we're sitting in the audience, and Billy said that's how you differentiate like someone who is professional and not. He said I was playing at, I think he said, Michael Jackson's memorial service, and he said 55,000 people in the arena, and his track went out, and he's like, I kept singing. Like, that's what you do when you're a pro.
That's what you do.
This person
yeah.
just was like, I don't like the sound.
This person like refused to perform. It put us a half hour behind, and
I was in the audience like, get off the stage. Like,
Yeah.
I was pissed. I was
No.
like, no, the amount you
And-
put in, that the work you put in to
and
make that
the
event.
person's on stage and they say, Tess, don't worry, it's like all gonna be okay. They slurred essentially because they're
Shit face.
and it just pissed me the fuck off. And then they're backstage and they request more money for it, and I'm just like, okay.
Did you give it to them?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I gave them money for even though that's bullshit.
Yeah.
But it was just so shitty, and it left such a bad taste in my mouth, and I will never work with that person again because my goodness.
I just don't get the balls. Like, you want to perform, and then you stage, like, and then they're saying, like, fuck this person, fuck that person, the other nominees, because, like, they lost. And, like, well, maybe, like, if you had... They ended up winning that year, which is...
But in previous years, they had lost, and so they were, like, singling people out when they won. And it was just so, like, you're surrounded by so many musicians. Why are you bringing such negativity to it? And why are you making yourself look bad?
And, okay, so the place Tess works for is a nonprofit. And I'm like, what? Like, they're not Walmart. You're not sticking it to the man here.
You're not, yeah, we're not the man. We're like, trying to help you. So it's not cool.
We're your friends.
Like, we're your friends. It's not cool to be like, fuck
like,
this.
It's not cool to say. I was gonna say.
So let's just say I needed a drink after that.
But you didn't.
But
have
I
one?
didn't break. Everybody was walking up to me. This full circle moment. This leads back to sobriety. Everybody was walking up. Let me get you a shot. Are you okay? And I was like, you don't know how much I want a shot right now. But we stuck with it, and look at me.
Here you are.
I'm glowing because of it.
You're stronger.
I'm glowing because of the sobriety. Speaking of health, there's like a new thing.
I was gonna say,
there's a new thing going on. What is this?
Well, it's not really new. It's like, but it's so the the perineum sunbathing record has been broken. It was previously 19 people at a time, and previously, just the other day, it was broken. 26 people did it at once. So
what is
perineum sunning is where you, like, you stick, you lift your legs up and you let the sun get at your taint.
Why? Have you looked into the health benefits of this?
Like influencers and like people on social media claim it gives them more energy. Doctors are like, no.
Okay, then
they're
are
like,
you sure that it's a real thing?
It's 100% a real thing. Look it up.
I'm looking this up.
I mean, I want to try it. I can see, like, I feel like the warmth would feel nice.
Well, I mean, truthfully, that side never
No, it doesn't. Well, but that's why they said you have to be very careful because, your downtown isn't used to seeing the sun.
Isn't used to seeing the sun. Sunbathing your butthole is good for you, wellness blogger says. Well, I trust the wellness blogger.
Just that statement.
perennial sunning is an ancient Taoist practice, which draws in prana or solar energy to replenish life force. The tradition stems from a belief that the perineum is seen as the gate of life and death.
Yeah.
Benefits can improve libido. Ooh.
Libido.
We've talked about this on another episode. Like, I just pronounce shit wrong all the time.
Zach, we were ordering French fries from a food truck,
Don't you
and
say it.
there's like a French fry order, and it's called Mr. Potato Head, but Zach thought there was a little bit of a space in between, so he goes, "I'll have the Mr. Mr. Potato."
There was a
Potato.
space between
And the
pot
guy
and
was like,
potato.
"Potato."
I'm a very literal person. I read it right.
An increase in blood circulation, better sleep, and a longer, healthier life. I just feel like you'd have to do it for an insanely long period of time. Like in that video that we saw of them doing it, they did it for like
a few seconds, but that was just to break the record. Like, I think for the amount of people at a time doing it. I think like I would maybe do it for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It's not going to be long, but just 10 minutes, 15 minutes, sure, we can do it. We have a pool in our backyard. I'm always like, we don't care what our name.
No, we walk
skinny
around.
dipping.
If I'm on my property, I am naked. Like
I
I
went out
am
to,
naked
like,
without a care.
My car is parked like across the street the other day, and I'm in my underwear. I was like, I'm not putting pants on. To go
Yeah.
get something. I'm like, what are you gonna do? Judge me?
No, if my car is parked right in front of our house, like I'll walk out in my underwear because I'm like, if I'm on my property, you can't see me. Like
Yeah,
that's
literally.
my mindset. I feel like you can't see me. If
I like to
I'm-
vacuum naked when I'm alone. I'm not gonna stop that for anyone.
And no, we don't shut the blinds. And you can definitely see right in.
So come on down.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, people are going to find where we live and be like, ooh, a free show. No, but like, I mean, this goes back to sobriety in a way. My mother was really upset with our neighbors. And
Mom flashing.
She completely undressed on our property and was just, flailing
Because they
around.
called the police on us for having a fire pit, and like
This was the second time that
the
they did
fire
that.
department comes and like I'm like stuffing my face with a s'more. My mom's like, my daughter wanted to have a s'more, and he's like, well, clearly she's had it. And I'm like, sitting there like, why me?
I died. You look so pathetic. Just
I'm just
stuffing
sitting there
your
like scarfing
face.
out.
Clearly
But
she's
that
had it.
But they're like such. We have neighbors who are just total Karens. Like everybody in our neighborhood has a fire pit, but like we get the neighbors who are like, that's fucking Jewish. So anyway, we got a propane fire pit, and they can't say shit now. So.
Yeah. Ha. So mom's not gonna be walking around naked for that reason.
Yeah.
But for definitely other reasons.
We like to skinny dip.
Yeah, our pool is clothing optional. It's the fun pool.
We're very normal.
We're very
family.
normal.
We're very normal. We just like to have fun.
We like to have fun, and we do. And we do. And we do. Okay, well, do you think... I feel like that...
What are we doing? How are we doing on time?
Yeah.
3 more minutes. What
Three
can
more
we,
minutes. What can we say?
My boyfriend?
No.
How did I meet my boyfriend, maybe?
Yeah.
We had coffee bean
First,
shirt
It's
guy.
yeah.
So, I had just turned 21. This is the day after my 21st birthday, and I'm getting crunk again, the crunk. And our Scout's best friend Rachel was with us, and she wanted to go see somebody that she was talking to. Now they're, fast forward almost 2 years, now they're in a happy relationship, living together. Probably gonna get engaged in a year. All this.
Don't tell people that. Tess, that's a secret.
Well,
I don't know. We'll say they're engaged to be engaged.
They're engaged to be engaged.
Yeah.
And so we meet up with the boy, and there's this guy wearing a coffee bean shirt. And he has not had Hennessy since this night because he gets crazy on Henny. He gets crazy. And so he hasn't had it since that night, but we were both essentially blackout. And he's just like, we're flirting. Somebody ends up peeling me off of him, essentially, because I'm gonna go home with him because I'm very intoxicated.
Wait, I don't remember that. I mean, I was I was really drunk that night. I remember like,
Hallie had to peel me off of him because I was gonna
oh
go
yeah, I
home
remember that.
with them.
I remember that.
And we tell it differently. Whenever somebody asks him like how we met, he'll just say like the Halloween party, because he, like, if family asks, he's not like, yeah, we were both blackout. But then, so, you know, I wake up the next day to a text from him, and I'm just like, no thank you. He's like, I'm going back to New Hampshire. I was like, cool.
You're like, well, I'm not gonna go with you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna, no, I can't leave, Brandon.
Can't move in with you.
We can't get married. And so then, you know, nothing. And then so like the year goes by, and Rachel, our Scout's friend, would bring up.
Time goes by.
Yeah, time goes by.
So
She would like give me like little coffee bean shirt guy updates, and I'd be like, cool,
Really?
whatever.
I didn't know all that. Because
Yeah.
I thought he was for me the first time we like at the hot club, like no offense to Brand, he's an attractive fella, but I was just drunk that night. I was bopping around.
Well, because Rachel walked up to him and she was like, do you want the responsible, or like, do you want like the fun one, or do you want like the relationship one? And he was like, the fun one, which would be you. But like that night, it was just that night, me and him were just like, oh my god.
I was too busy like grilling Griffin, being like, I remember saying to Griffin, she is the Mona Lisa. Like, I don't know. And I was like, we were talking about that the other day, and I'm like, well, I stand by that statement.
No, we were all so drunk, but like we exchanged numbers and stuff, and he was like texting me a little bit after, and then so yeah, Rachel would like give me updates on him, and I was like, okay, cool. And then a year and like some change later, we have our annual Halloween party, which is, I'm just gonna say, a bash.
It's fun.
I'm just gonna say
we throw
it's
a good Halloween
time.
Party.
And in walks Coffee Bean Shirt Guy.
He's there.
And I was not told that he was gonna be there. And Rachel walks up to me and says, by the way, Brandon's single, and I would get on that if I were you. And I was like,
and you did.
And I was like, what? I'm essentially naked. I'm dressed like a stripper.
What was your costume?
I was literally a stripper from
right.
Closer.
Yes.
Yeah, I was Alice from Closer,
That was a really
and
cute
I
costume.
was like naked essentially. And so and so we talked, and then at the end of the night he asked me out, and let's just say it's been a roller coaster ever since. It's been a very healthy roller coaster ever since. And it's just, you know, so that's all the time that we have. But now you know that Tess is in a relationship, Scout's still in a relationship, Scout and Zach, who are in a relationship, went to the Bahamas. We're sober, and
the perennium sunbathing world record has been broken.
maybe we should try it, and like,
Yeah, we'll report back.
we'll report back.
That'll be the next one.
We're gonna
we get arrested.
if we can't sit down for the next podcast, you know why?
We are sunburnt down there. Oh yeah. Well, I guess we'll just kind of talk to you guys later.
We'll catch you on the flip side, mofos.
Bye, guys.
Supposed
We'll.
Oh,
I know.
Yeah, guess what, guys?
We'll
see you next
Thursday.
Thursday. Oh, wait, let's end with whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.